Hi, guys. Welcome to my weekly Tuesday show, Operation Soul Freedom. In today's episode, I'm feeling really rogue today, actually. So who knows what's going to come out, okay? Who has any clue what is going to come out today? I just open up my heart and say, show me what is possible. What is it that everyone needs to hear? What message do we need to share to step into our moment, into our divine timing? This is really no coincidence that we are here together. Oh my gosh, Virginie is joining from Paris. Hi, Virginie. I'm so happy you're here. My favorite international yogi. Welcome. So let's talk about possibility. Let's talk about looking forward to change, looking forward to change in our lives, looking forward to change in the world around us, looking forward to opening up the pathways to creating a new reality. So in today's episode, one of the things that I really, really want to focus on is the power of choice. Okay? The power of choice. Hi, Vera. Vera's tuning in from Prague. Wow, we're really, really international today. I love it. Choice. We're talking about the power of choice. Would you like to know what it feels like that you always have a choice and that you can always choose? Amazing. I feel like, guys, a lot of us are feeling right now like helpless. We're feeling a little helpless. I just heard some interesting news, some interesting points of views about reinfections, or, places that had opened in the States have now seen their numbers increase. And it kind of feels like this situation that we're in is like running around in the teacups at Disney World, right? You just keep going round and round and round with everything. It's like, gosh, guys, when will this ever stop? So all those things that are out there, all those things that are outside of us, we can't control, right? We can't control when the government chooses to reopen us. We can't control anything. We can't control over those external things. But what we can control, and what we do have 100% control of, are our choices. And our choices might not be about, can I go to the supermarket today, or can I travel to Harlem to see my friend Yvette? Hi, Yvette. Thank you for popping in. Those aren't the choices that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the choices that are within us. Okay? Really, really, really looking at a situation and saying, what choice do I have here? So this is a first tool that we're coming through today. It's coming through today. If we look at our lives and we feel helpless, if we feel like we don't have a choice, then what can we do, guys, that will empower us to feel like we do have a choice? What can we do that will give us the ability to feel like this is my reality and not a reality that is placed upon me that I have to accept as anyone else's? Some of you may be stuck in situations where you're in quarantine or you're at home with a bunch of people, maybe family or friends, and you feel like you don't have a choice. You don't know, you can't even, leave your house. And while these things are starting to shift and while these things are starting to change, I think actually Virginie in Paris, they started to open up some things. And I think in a lot of places around the country, in New York they are. I just read an article about how Prague and Czech Republic did such a great job of containing the outbreak and everything. So I'm sure, Vera, I'm sure you guys are back to normal. But what can we change when it feels like there is nothing we can change? So what we can change is what we can choose, and what we can change is how we perceive it in our lives, number one. We can also choose what we're going to do with the situation, right? We can choose to accept that this is a lesson that I'm being taught. And what is the lesson? There are so many choices that we can make when we feel like we don't have a choice. So that's where we want to start today. We want to start with the knowing that there is always a choice. We always have a choice, my friends. So now I'm going to weave in a really, really cool access consciousness tool that I really, really love when I am gifted with making choices. Really, truly, the opportunity to make choices is truly a gift, right? And it's called the lighter or heavier method, okay? So if you are approaching a situation in your life where you have a choice to make, that choice can sometimes be a little bit confusing. It can be somewhat debilitating. It can feel like you don't know how to make that choice. So one of the tools that I've learned is that something that resonates with you is called a truth, right? And a truth makes us feel lighter. A lie makes us feel heavier. Okay? So when you're faced with something that is a choice, take a second and pause first and ask yourself, lighter or heavier? Does this choice make me feel lighter, or does this choice make me feel heavier? And you will get a feeling within you, and you will say, oh, wow, this choice actually feels lighter. That's the choice you want to go to, because that's the choice that resonates with you. Okay? We're all different, right? We all have different energy. So therefore, we're not going to make always the same choices. We're going to allow ourselves to be in a position where we're going to also accept that other people's choices are their choices. So what makes somebody else feel lighter might not make you feel lighter. And that's okay too. That's a choice to be in acceptance of other people's choices. So let's play a game for a second, okay? I want you to think about a choice that you are confronted with right now in your life. Think about something that may be weighing on you. I just received a message about something one of you is faced with, what to do with your job situation. What will you do with your job situation? What will you do with your situation next? Will you leave that job, or will you go to a new job? So this feels like something that is also something a lot of people can relate to. So I want you to take a second, and I want you to look at the choice that you have to make. So I'm going to continue to use this person's example because I think it's a really good example. So, and we want to get into a place without also analyzing it. It's not about analyzing it or making lists. We're talking about energy. So when we're speaking about energy, it's just a feeling, okay? So look at the opportunities. So this is my old job, maybe being reduced hours, maybe being reduced wages, whatever. And then here's this one that is me having to find a new job. And so old job, new job. Old job, lighter or heavier. New job, lighter or heavier. And then you will I feel like the lighter one is the new job. The new job is lighter to me. So if that's you who we're talking about, I'm curious to hear what you ended up choosing or where you end up going with that. So lighter or heavier, lighter or heavier. And what rings true and what is true for you, again, will make you lighter. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Cleda. Cleda responds, new job feels lighter. Exactly. That's fantastic. Thank you for your feedback. I love that. So we're together in this journey, right? We're together in this journey, and we're living in this life where everyone is making new choices. And all these new choices that people are making all around us, we get to choose whether or not we want to be a part of their new choices too. Ha! How cool. So there may be some people making new choices around you that don't make you feel lighter. Okay? They don't make you feel lighter, these other people's choices, but that's not your choice. Your choice is, if somebody's energy or somebody else's choices don't make you feel lighter, then you want to choose what does make you feel lighter. What is the next choice? Kaleda responds, but I don't know what exactly my new job will be. I just don't want the same old job. There you go, Kaleda. So the opportunity here is for you to begin to imagine and begin to dream what exactly it is that will make you feel lighter. So the old job we've already chosen is not going to make you feel lighter. So what job would make you feel lighter? Hold that in your consciousness. What would make you feel lighter? Because you know what? The lighter you go, the easier it'll be to manifest into your life. Okay? Thank you for really, really interacting, Kaleda. I really, really appreciate that. It really helps everyone when we all interact together. So keep following the choices, keep following the choices, keep following the choices. What will make me lighter? And we can practice this, actually, guys. It's so cool. It's something that when I started learning this, I really wanted to I really wanted to be in the space of being able to practice and to know that I always have a choice. And so I would walk around, and I would, like, when I would go to a restaurant, I would look at a menu and I would say, okay, well, I want to have the pesto, but I really want to have the salad. And I would say lighter or heavier, lighter or heavier, lighter or heavier. And I'd be actually shocked sometimes, like, our logical mind says, oh, I should have the salad. Even that statement sounds heavier. I should have the salad, and I love salad. But then you have the choice to make, well, the pesto makes me feel lighter. So you go after what energy makes you feel lighter. So also, I don't know about you, but I get so much mail that's like such junk and such stuff, it's really hard to kind of sort through. I will literally hold the mail and say, lighter or darker? Nope. Lighter or darker? Nope. Lighter or darker? Nope. Lighter or heavier? Heavier or darker? Sometimes it switches with me. And without fail, the ones I always choose to open have something to offer me that I'm interested in, right? So you can do that. Anytime you're faced with a choice, you have the option of turning on this tool, lighter or heavier. Awesome. Thank you, Kaleda. She has been an events manager, but she's been a full-time artist in the last few weeks. That's great. So it feels like the lighter version for you, Kaleda, is really following your heart and following your dream, right? And knowing that your art is here to inspire the world, right? I love that. Hi, Bernice. Bernice is tuning in from Hamptons. I love how everybody's coming together. So what choices are you making? What choices are you making that are empowering you to live your best life? Remember, the lighter we create our energy, the lighter we feel, the more open we are. And the more open we are, the more possibility that we can create. Okay, so this isn't just some really, really interesting moment to be able to say. It's not just an interesting tool to just like, oh, lighter or darker, lighter or darker. We're actually going to get somewhere with this, right? We're going to get somewhere with this because, guys, the more we begin to practice this, the lighter we feel, the lighter we feel, the lighter we feel. Okay. And the lighter we feel, the more we manifest. So now let's turn our consciousness over into manifesting. What do you want to create? It's so nice that that Kaleda is sharing with us her story. So she said that as an artist, she's been painting, right? And she's been able to even sell some of her paintings. So how does that feel, Kaleda? Does it feel good to sell your paintings? Exactly. She says it feels so light to be an artist. So follow that. Now, in the manifestation that you want to create, you want to begin to envision and feel into every cell of your body, you selling those paintings, more and more and more paintings, more paintings, more paintings, more paintings with ease. With ease. And the minute that you come across something resistance, because as I'm working this out with you, it feels like, oh my gosh, what if I have all these commissions and I don't have enough time to do them? That's heavy. So let's say you choose in this new manifestation, in this new creation, you can bring it in and have your manifestations work. So Richard is asking if he can ask a question. Of course, Richard, I would love to hear it. Please let me know. I love all this interaction today. Kaleda says she's enjoying, I'm just trusting in the process. Exactly. Trust in the process, but trust that that process exists within you, right? For sure, it's wonderful to trust the process. But, you know, guys, we think of all of these things as out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there. But the process is also within you. It's like when you set out to go to, let's say I live in New York and I want to go to Maine. Let's say that I'm here and on my journey to go to Maine, there are a zillion and one ways I can go, but I choose which route I'm going to take. I choose, maybe I want to go via, you know, Philly and go around a big way. Maybe I want to go via, there's so many different choices that we can make. Those are my choices. Which feels lighter or heavier? Which feels lighter or heavier? Okay. Interesting question, Richard. So I'll leave you to ask if that's lighter or darker. Yeah, of course, Kaleda. Trusting the process that's inside of you. That's the process that you have to trust, and that you know how to make that choice. So my friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch our attention over to our meditation today. Okay? Our meditation is what's going to help us align and really, really, really feel within us exactly where we're supposed to be. Okay? So this meditation that we're going to do is called a theta healing meditation. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about theta healing, please reach out to me. It's a modality that empowers us to make bigger choices in our lives. And to make bigger choices, it puts us in the driver's seat. Okay, your who you are and everything that you want to become. There's only one thing standing in your way, and that one thing that's standing in your way is your what's standing in your way is really your beliefs about something, right? And your beliefs about something are, I can't get this other question open for some reason. So Lori asks a question. I just want to answer Lori's question. What's your gut feeling on when our world is going to get back to some sense of normalcy? It's a good question. It's a good question, Lori. And I feel like, you know, it's so personal to us. What's going to happen to us is when we learn the lessons, when we really, really learn what it is that we're supposed to be doing and where we're supposed to go, that's when we will begin to see things shift around us. So when we put our energy out into the past, we have a, when we put our energy, I'm sorry, I forgive me, guys. I had somebody just step in and kind of really made some rude comments in the thing. And so I want to take a second to acknowledge and recognize that, I want to take a second to acknowledge and recognize that I was really thrown off for a second. But somebody made some derogatory comments and I was not ready for that. So that's a first. How does it get any better than that? What else is possible? Lori says, what's your gut feeling on when the world is going to get back to some sense of normalcy? Right, Lori. So what I want us to think about is not about the world becoming normal. stepping back into that sense of normalcy. What I think the opportunity for us, Lori, is for us to go inside, right? To be inside and say, okay, how can I create this normalcy within me? What is the opportunity that I have to learn here? How can I continue to perfect and learn that lesson? And I promise you, I know this sounds crazy, but the more you really, really get into who you are, the more you will actually be able to transform the world around you. So change what's inside and the world will mirror back to you. Okay? Change what's inside, the world will mirror back to you. Do I have a gut feeling on it? I think it's so different from all of us, Lori. You know, you and I live in New York. So, you know, I feel like by the end of June, we might have some sense of normalcy back. But for the rest of the world and everybody else listening, in Paris, they have a sense of normalcy. They start a sense of normalcy back today. But guys, we want to be open and we want to be aware to what's going to continue to happen and what's going to continue to grow. And what do we need to learn? Kaleda asks one more question. What can we do if we wake up with a negative feeling? You can ask, Kaleda, if you wake up with that negative feeling, you can ask, who does this belong to? Because the chances are that it doesn't even belong to you. And don't try to attach where that feeling belongs to. Don't try to say, well, this negative feeling is because of. Just ask yourself, who does this belong to? And the more you ask yourself, who does this belong to, you begin to send it back, and you send it back into the universe. Okay? So, sorry about that, guys. I'm really, really, I was not prepared for that, that derogatory comment, and it really threw me off. So I get to choose. What an amazing opportunity that I get to choose to not give that person any energy. And I get to actually release myself from feeling the obligation to having to accommodate everyone, and listen to that negative energy. Okay, let's uncross our arms and our legs. Let's take 3 deep breaths, okay? In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Find yourself here in center. And feel yourself in the present moment. Begin to take in the energy of all that is around you. I can hear the birds chirping outside. I can hear the electricity buzzing. I want you to take your hands and put your hands over your heart. And honor that you made the choice to come here today. Honor that you made the choice to show up for yourself today. I want you to begin to focus on this speck of light inside your heart. And as you turn your attention to that light, watch it grow. And watch that ball of light expand out past your heart, past your lungs. And now finally the ball of light encapsulating your entire being. As you see that you are one with this ball of light, keep expanding out into the chair that you're sitting in, into the room that you're in. From the room that you're in into the house that you're in, or the apartment complex that you're in. Expand your energy beyond that to the city or the town that you're in. Further and further out past that, into the state, into the country. As you find yourself in the country that you're in, expand out beyond that to the continent that you're in, and the bodies of water that surround that continent. Take a second to expand further and further and further out past that energy. And as you expand out past that, imagine your ball of light expanding into other continents and other bodies of water until we feel one with the entire world. Recognize the choice that you have made to see yourself as a part of the entire world. Now take a second to expand out of that into space. As we expand out into space, we go further and further and further out, past planets and galaxies in the Milky Way. And we expand out to the far reaches of the universe until we come to different layers of light, some light and some dark. But we keep expanding out through those different layers of light until we come to a gold layer that feels warm and wise. But we expand out through the gold layer till we come to a jelly-like substance layer, which is also known as the laws of the universe. As you expand out into the jelly-like substance layer, you keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you come to this beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. The law of compassion propels you forward into the seventh plane of creation, where this tingling sensation emerges all over your body. This pearly-like essence engulfs you, and you become one with all that is. Remember that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just is. And in that space of energy, allowing yourself to be one with all of that energy that has ever existed, it's from here we're going to rearrange some atoms and molecules in your conscious and your subconscious mind that will support you in all of your choices and how to move forward in getting everything you want in this life. So, interesting. Would you like the creator's definition and perspective of free will and free agency, knowing that every human being in this world has free agency? If you would like that, say yes, the creator's definition of free agency. And even in times of entrapment or feeling like you have no way out, the place that we can go is in. Would you like to know how to choose how to go in deeper and deeper within inside you into the depths of your soul? So with these downloads, for those of you who are joining us, what we're doing is we're just recreating some energies. So all you have to do is say yes to receive and accept these downloads. Would you like to know how to trust the process and trust your choices in the process? If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to release yourself from attachments to things that are no longer working for you? Would you like to know how to forgive yourself for past choices and that it's safe for you to forgive yourself for past choices? And that by releasing yourself from those past choices, you step into your new reality. If you'd like that, say yes. There's something coming up about a compass. So would you like to know how to tune into your inner compass and to know how to listen to your inner compass and allow your inner compass to guide you in the highest and best way in your soul's direction? Would you like to know how to apply this energy of lighter or darker, this tool of lighter or darker into your life, lighter or heavier? Would you like to know how to use that and you're worthy of using that and you know how to trust that you can trust your own energy system? Would you like to know that you're safe in doing so? Would you like to know how to stay grounded and what it feels like to be grounded, and that you know how to be grounded in every step of the way, every direction, that you know how to, no matter what happens around you, stay grounded and stay present? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to be able to always choose to realign when someone or something comes along to throw you off? Would you like to know how to release and let go of that so you can become present again? Would you like to know how to choose to not be a victim to other people's choices that are not in alignment with your own? Would you like to know that you're safe? Would you like to know what it feels like to be safe? Would you like to know that this moment in your life, this present moment in your life, is like a fresh garden that you're planting seeds into? Would you like to know how to trust that that garden will turn into and grow into a beautiful, 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 lush forest one day? If you would like that, say yes. So just take a second to see yourself, guys, in that lush forest, in that lush garden of your beautiful choices and all of the opportunities that you've taken advantage of right now. See yourself surrounded in those choices. See yourself living in that beautiful garden that is your life, of all the choices that you've made that are in alignment with your soul. See you safe, secure, happy, and loved. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you are loved and to be able to trust that you are loved and that you're worthy of that love in every cell of your body? And last but not least, can I give you the Creator's definition of unconditional love and download you with unconditional love? Can we also just download with happiness and joy? Can we give you a download about happiness and joy, and that you know how to always stay in joy, and how to always stay in happiness, how to choose joy, how to choose happiness all the time, no matter what? If you would like that, say yes. Beautiful. So let's take our palms and rub our palms together, my friends. Really feeling ourselves coming back into this physical plane. You can feel that energy. Wiggle your toes. Now take your palms and put them over your eyes. And as you put your palms over your eyes, remember that the eyes are the windows to the soul. And now you can open your eyes and infuse your eyes with that amazing energy. Now let's take 3 deep breaths. Okay? In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Thank you, Dora. Dora says, thank you for your great advices and tools. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hi, Yara. So nice to see you. Wow. What an amazing, amazing opportunity we had today. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. If you liked this video, if you learned anything from it, please feel free to share it. I welcome the opportunity to expand, and I would love to help you. If you feel like what we've talked about today resonates with you, please reach out to me and we can talk, okay? And thank you, Kaleda, for being such a powerful part of today's process. I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you again so much, guys. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day.